Hey everyone, welcome back to bageltcg. I know I just put out a video, but there's an emergency announcement for Flesh and Blood. They just released a banned and restricted announcement, maybe 30 minutes after I made a tier list video about the format, and they are banning Seeds of Agony, effective the release date of Tales of Aria, or I should say the day before release date of Tales of Aria, banning Seeds of Agony in Classic Constructed and Blitz. They go in this article, which I will have linked, about how Chain has been in a very oppressive aggro deck, which is true, and talking about how they made a mistake during testing where basically they balanced the set too much for limited, in which a zero cost Seeds of Agony wasn't a problem, and not enough for Classic Constructed, in which Seeds of Agony seems to have originally been one cost, but they've reduced the cost to make it more playable and limited. It seems like they also did this with Riftbind, where they had the cost reduced in testing, but they're only banning Seeds of Agony for now. So Seeds of Agony is banned effective 4 days from this video, September 24th, 2021, in Classic Constructed and Blitz. They also mentioned that Unhallowed Rites is on the watch list, I believe, for Classic Constructed. Yes, and they're talking about how this card has issues being too powerful looping with Howl from Beyond, as this card is able to just keep putting a very powerful Howl from Beyond red on the bottom of your deck. So this card is not banned. It may be banned. It's on their watch list. I don't foresee it being banned anytime soon, because I do think this banning of Seeds of Agony will significantly hurt Chain. He'll still be viable, but way less viable. A really big announcement is that they are banning Duskblade, the new weapon from Tales of Aria, on the day before Tales of Aria releases. They talk about how this ban is only in Classic Constructed, where you're able to rank up increased damage, but it is on the Blitz watch list. And they talk about how this weapon basically got put in after testing, and so it was never even tested. It got put in later in the set after they had already done testing for the Classic Constructed format, and they just kind of ran with it. I know a lot of people are mad about the decision. I'm not happy with this decision. I can see why they're doing it. I just don't think it should have been put in the set in the first place, right? I guess I agree with the decision of banning it, because it's going to be a problem card that they should have tested, and it will probably break the format from what they're saying if it was left in the format. So I get why they're banning it in Classic Constructed. The problem is they shouldn't have put this card in the set. People have bought and sold cold foils of this card for hundreds of dollars already before the set's announced, and they announced it now. Maybe they could have announced this a bit earlier when they started revealing cards. I don't know. I'm just not happy with this. I get why they're banning it, but it's pretty frustrating to have a card. They definitely apologize in this article. They say we made a mistake. They talk about how they're not going to do this in the future, but basically they said against control strategies, they just can't beat Duskblade. It seems like you can pretty reliably get 10 counters, they said, which means you're swinging for, 12, then 13, then 14, and there's just nothing a control deck can do about a long game against a Duskblade. So in Blitz, with shorter game times, they're keeping it for now, but it's on the watch list. But Duskblade is going to be banned on September 24th, the day before, or I guess the day of, I'm not sure exactly, Tales of Aria releases, along with Seeds of Agony in both formats, Classic Constructed and Blitz. While Unhallowed Rites will be on the watch list, meaning they're going to see how the format plays out for Classic Constructed, and Duskblade will be on the watch list for Blitz. So really big emergency announcement. Big changes. Gonna be a big talk in the community about that Duskblade ban. It's honestly pretty embarrassing for the studio, so I'm not happy there. And I was just gonna throw what I had for I just put out a tier list video, so I had Chain in tier A. I think he is down to tier B, and I also had Viscerai in tier A, because I was talking about how broken Duskblade is going to be, and I'm unfortunately gonna have to bump him down and maybe keep Briar where she is in B. But I think I don't think I was really hyped with Duskblade to keep Chain and Viscerai in tier A, but I think the Rune Blades are all going to be in B now. Duskblade was just what I thought was really strong, and we'll see how the rest of the format shakes out. I mean, Bolton I had in B, but that was partially because he's a really bad Chain matchup. So if Chain is less of a thing, possibly Bolton gets stronger and goes up to tier A. So we'll see how this unfolds. Most of the tier lists I put out 30 minutes ago or an hour ago is going to hold up similar, but I do think some of the heroes that, basically the Runeblade heroes that were going to benefit from Duskblade are going to be weaker, and Chain is going to be weaker. And some of the heroes that were weak to Chain, like Bolton, for example, are going to be a bit stronger. So we'll see how the format plays out. I still think the Ice heroes are going to be strong. I still think Prism's going to be strong. But yeah, that is the announcement. Leave comments below, like the video, leave lots of comments about what you think about these changes. You can vent if you bought a Cold Foil Duskblade in the comments below, and let's talk about what's going on here, because this is a pretty huge announcement, and I definitely wanted to put out a video as fast as I could about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.